You alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd do a Sunday video while I was doing nothing. Quick look on the tank. Few issues in the last couple of days. One is this xenia. He's just growing into plague proportion. Anybody in the Manchester area who wants anything in the UK, hit me up and you can gladly have it. As you can see, my clownfish there, he thinks it's his bed. Needs to come out, it's getting really bad now. Second issue is that my green Monte is beginning to lose its colour really. Don't really know why. All the parameters are perfect, well, perfect in my eyes, what they usually are. So really don't know what's going on with that. There's my clownfish. She's just snuggling into the gold torch and that xenia, so it needs to go. The next one is my candy canes. They just seem to be curled up. Used to be dead puffy and flowy. I really don't know why. Maybe it could be a nutrient issue, maybe too low. I did, when I first got them, my nutrients were about 5 to 10 ppm, but now they're ranging between 2 to 5, so maybe that's the problem. And the last issue, which was this Hirosuta, which was here, I've now moved it up to the top because as you can see guys, it's starting to brown out. Really don't know why the polyps are on it. It was dead bright green, but now for some reason it's browned out. Really don't know why with this one. As you can see, all the other coral are all dead vibrant, colourful. The SPS especially, really nice and flowing. So I really don't know why the Hirosuta there has gone like that. If any of you guys once again know the reason it could be, just leave me a message. I'd really appreciate it. But as for that guys, the rest of the tank is looking really nice. Over here, this mushroom that sometimes sulks is looking really vibrant. And as you can see, there's some more xenia over in the corner. It just gets everywhere. And yet when I first started out in the hobby, just 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, I couldn't even keep xenia. Just shows you how you learn. These mushrooms are really puffy, really nice. Same with these pink zippers. Pink zippers are just everywhere. Same again guys, if any of you want anything in the Manchester area, hit me up and we can sort some out. Loads of pink zippers, new ones coming up underneath. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's the tank in order. Like I said, the tank's looking really good, apart from a few issues, but we'll deal with that in the no too distant future. I don't think anyway. So yeah. The next thing I want to talk about today is what I dose. Obviously, I dose, as you all know, the Redsea, alk, calcium, and magnesium into my tank. But recently, it's just started to get really expensive, you know, for what I use, because I use the liquid form of the calcium, liquid form of the magnesium, and it's just going a bit like overboard with how much I'm using now. So it's working out sometimes like I'm 1 litre magnesium is only lasting me like 10 days. So it's obviously £23 a litre. 10 days, it's like close to £90, well, 60-70 pounds just for the mag. So it's getting a bit too much. So after some research, which I've been researching for at least a month and a half, I've decided to try my hand at the Aquaforest. Read some really good reviews on the Aquaforest, the Plus formula. They all have the trace elements as well. So I believe in the, like obviously in the component A, you have like barium and stuff like that. All the trace elements that you would usually have to put in to your tank separately. Redsea do the separate trace elements that you put in, but this is all coming all into the containers. So obviously you get the component 1, 2 and the 3. According to what you need to do is you just dose in equal parts. So obviously I've dosed today in my tank, so I've cut the doser off now, so it's going to be dosing no more into my tank. I'm going to test it, and then I'm going to jot the readings down, and then I'm going to look and test tomorrow at the same time. Then we should get a rough guide of how much the solution has been used, of the alkalinity mainly, and then I'm going to start dosing. So if for instance it says that I need to dose, say for argument's sake 100 ml, yeah, I'm going to start off at about 60, 65 or something like that. Start off slower, lower dosage, and then increase it or decrease it as you need to do. But with this tank, I think the amount of liquid that I'm dosing of the Redsea, I think I'm going to have to, I think it'll be a fairly decent sized dose. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is I'm just going to flush the pipes through on what I've been dosing, because like I said, it's the Redsea. I'm going to dose them, flush them through, sorry, and then I'm going to hook these up onto my doser, and then obviously I'll start it tomorrow. But the one thing, if ever you guys get these sort of stuff or any sort of new products on your tank, is you must test all the time. Yeah, can't emphasize that enough. You've got to test them, because you know it's all very well and good saying, well, you know what, Redsea, I was dosing 60 ml or 80 ml of this. Each company is all different. They run different strengths, etc. So I'm gonna test it at least daily for the first week, just to get it dialed in, and then hopefully once it's dialed in, then we could just set it and go, and we should be okay. But yeah, just thought I'd give it a bit of a show of what I'm actually going to be doing on the tank. I've got to try and somehow figure how I'm going to put them underneath here. I don't have the dosing containers, I only just have the one. But I need to do some maybe cable management at the back of the tank. I was thinking of maybe moving the doser over to the side here, reduce some space, but I don't think that's really going to help it in any way, shape or form. Then we're going to, in the next couple of weeks or so, we're going to be taking this out and taking these out, and we're going to be getting the clarity hopefully in the next few weeks. It's just money permitting, really. Like I said, it's £250 in the UK, so it's pretty expensive unless you have somebody who's less fortunate and they have to tear the tank down, and they have one, they're going for sale. But other than that, it's fairly expensive. So, but these are the things that you need for your tank to make it run better. I think you don't need them, but it just does help your tank in the long run. So just a quick video, guys. Hope you liked the video. If you did, click the like and subscribe button, press on the notification bell for when I upload another video. Leave any comments below, and I always reply to every solitary one of you. And yeah, have a good day, and happy reefing, guys. Cheers.